Over time, we've had to deal with big division in the world. On the one side, Christians living in their own world, having a good time with Christian brothers and sisters. And on the other side, non-believers who live in their own world. The church has the commandment to reach out to people on the other side. But the church is not always capable and willing to do so. Yes, sometimes the church plans an evangelism campaign to reach out to the other side. They come into the other part of the world and they try to pull people into the church. But for the non-believers, this is not very attractive. They have a good life, and church doesn't sound like the place to get answers to life's questions or to attend to the needs they have. So that is not the best solution. But this doesn't mean the non-believers don't have questions. On the contrary, they've got lots of questions. Questions about the meaning of life, about their own identity, about relationships. And they also have needs. Sometimes they have deep needs. But what is the place to go with these questions and needs? The church? No. Seekers don't naturally see it as the place to go with their questions. Sometimes family and friends are helpful, but in our individualistic society, we're not really used to sharing these personal questions and asking for help. We tend to keep up appearances. Sometimes people are triggered by listening to the radio or watching a TV program. And certainly, God uses these media to reach people's hearts. But the place where more and more people go to find answers is the internet. More and more people are asking Google more and more personal questions. Every month, more than 50 million people type in the word God in Google. Every day, 5 million people search for spirituality on the net. And even typing in the sentence, "I want to die," is unfortunately very normal. Just imagine someone is depressed, sees no future for himself anymore, and he types in Google the words, "I want to die." And what if the result would be 10 Google responses, of which the first one is a website which deals with this deep felt need? On this relevant website, people share their life story, that they were in the same situation, but they testify that there is also hope. At the end of this first stone, the person isn't pushed away, but they're invited to take a next step, to learn more about who God really is. The seeker starts to become more and more interested and goes through a step-by-step presentation of the gospel. This website, Knowing God, tells the visitor about the love of God, the relationship that God wants to have with him, some testimonies of people who have experienced the difference God made in their lives, and who the person of Jesus is. The whole website is a clear and direct presentation of the gospel, with the Father's love letter about the love of God, the problem of sin, the solution through Jesus Christ, death and resurrection. The last page of this website contains an invitation to say a simple prayer. The seeker sees it and prays the prayer. Really touched, he clicks the yes button. Something happened in his life. He realizes it. Still impressed, the person hears the sound of an incoming email. Looking at it, he sees that he's been invited to an interactive online course called Why Jesus. Still in the mood of prayer, he decides to take the next step and to register for the Why Jesus course. This next stone, Why Jesus, is a much more intense process. During this interactive 5-week course, each person is connected with a personal assistant, an e-coach. Connecting with his e-coach adds a new dimension to the online experience of doing an online course. It's much more than learning about something on your own. By applying the principles of question-driven coaching, the e-coach helps his participant discover who Jesus is, by asking him questions and sharing his personal life, and in doing so showing him that living with God is much more than knowledge. It's a relationship. This connection online with a Christian helps him to understand more about the Christian faith and what it's like to live a Christian life. After 5 weeks, the Why Jesus course is finished. But the seeker wants to know more, so the e-coach invites the person to join a local group of Christians. He offers him several opportunities, like churches and Bible study groups. The Jesus.net approach is a process for internet evangelism with a purpose to present the gospel of Jesus Christ to people by using the internet. to connect the willing seeker with Christians online, and to empower the local churches and Christians to disciple them, online and offline. This is all done in partnership, covered with prayer. Visit Jesus.net today and join the movement to help online seekers meet Jesus. Together, we can reach the world. You can become a partner. You can adopt a language. Your church can be connected. Together, let's cast the net and lead people to Jesus.